Hi there, how you doing? Thank you once again for being here. I truly appreciate your time. Truly appreciate you subscribing to this channel. Thank you once again for honestly taking the time to come and visit, taking the time to listen to my videos. I honestly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. If you haven't done so, please do so. Subscribe so you can get an announcement or you get a notification every time we post something new. We try to post at least twice a week. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Please do so. Also, don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page and on our Instagram page. We are posting daily on both of those pages for thoughts, for prayers, for quotes, motivational quote. So just be, we're trying to be out there, we're trying to be active in the social media world. So we want to tell you that we are here. Also visit our website. Our website right now, we are promoting, we're doing a lot of promotion, we're doing a lot of sessions, we're going through a lot of promotions in our website. So please visit our website as well, for we will have a lot of new sessions, a lot of opportunities for you to buy one get one free, or get a package, and we can include a couple of sessions a lower cost. So please visit our website. On my website, I think it's on top of my head right now, running right there. So please check the website out. Please email us, email me if you need, if you have any questions, any concerns, or anything you think it doesn't make sense, anything that you see in the website, or please, your feedback is very important. So I truly appreciate you being here to support me. Thank you once again. Hey, listen, it's another month. It's February. I know it's time is moving and time is flying. It's 2022, and we're already on February. So time is running. Listen, something I want to address today, it's somewhat of a short video. I don't think I want to spend much time talking about this, but it's something that's been recurring in a lot of sessions that I'm dealing with lately with couples, married and dating Christian couples and married couples. And one of the things is that a lot of the couples are telling me, either the husband or the wife, that they never, it seems like they're working on two different agendas, or they're working in two different settings. And I want to address something that's very important. I think a lot of us don't do in relationship, and that is expectations, is to talk about expectations. I know it sounds very silly, and some of us might think about, well, at this darn age in our relationship, you know, what are we going to talk about expectations? It's never late. It's never too late to talk about expectations, because most likely, we have not addressed expectations, and that's why we're having issues with expectations. I want you to think about this for a minute. So we go on in a relationship and not really addressing expectations. And what happens is that I'm expecting something. I'm expecting my wife to treat me, or my girlfriend to treat me the same way I would treat her if it's good. The expectation is that she should know that. I'm expecting her to treat me that way, and vice versa. The wife is expecting the husband to treat her the same way. The husband is expecting the wife to treat him the same way, and so forth and so on. So, but those expectations are not really communicated. Let me just give you an example of something that I'm talking about, that we don't talk about expectations. So the expectation is that, hypothetically speaking, the expectation is that I'm going to marry this lady who happens that we're dating right now. We are in counseling, and we're doing premarital sessions. And my expectation as a husband is that she needs to cook me a home cooked meal every night, because I'm going to be working, and that's my expectation. Now, this is what I'm thinking. I'm not telling her this, but this is my thought. This is what I expect of this marriage. The interesting thing here is that I married this lady. I never talked about this expectation. And now that we married, she doesn't even know how to cook. Yet my expectation in my mind, and again, I'm not being here, feminist, or again, feminism, or I don't want you guys to think this way, that that's, the female needs to cook. Not at all, because that's not the case. But I'm just thinking about an expectation that sometimes, just like that expectation most men have, some females also have expectations. And again, we're not communicating those expectations. We're not talking about those expectations, because we believe that, hey, this is what I think and this is what I know. So I'm assuming, again, that he or she should know that as well. Well, that's the biggest mistake we make. in communication, we assume things. When we assume things, you already know what happens, right? When you assume things. So that's the biggest mistake. That's the biggest mistake, number one. Number two, that we don't talk about it. We don't talk about our expectations. So there are things in the core value of who you are, the core belief of who you are, that you believe that things should be this way. And that's the harder thing to do, to change our core belief, our set, our values of what we believe in. And if I believe my expectation is that my wife should cook a home cooked meal every night, and then when we get married, well, I never communicated this to her, by the way. This is just my expectation. And then we get married and she doesn't know how to cook. Now I find myself in a situation where she's not what I want, or vice versa. He's not what you want. But we never talked about expectations. So that was just a silly example that I gave you, but I want you to think about that just in the sense of cooking and meals, or an expectation for the wife might be that the husband should open her car door all the time, every time she gets in the car, regardless of how many years you've been married, regardless of where you guys going, he needs to open the car because he needs to be a gentleman, and that is to open the car door for her all the time. Well, that expectation was never communicated to him. He didn't know that, and he doesn't know that. He doesn't do that. So now down the road, you marry this guy, he never done that for you. Maybe in the beginning he did, but now he doesn't do it anymore. He forgot, because that was not an expectation that was communicated to him. So that being said, we have to talk about expectations, and we have to really sit down and address what is expected of each other. I'm expected to treat my wife, my girlfriend, my significant other with respect, with love, with care. And that's an expectation that sometimes we have to communicate. I know it sounds silly, but sometimes my expectation from someone else might be totally different, and they might not expect that. But the biggest problem here with expectation is that we all have them. We all have expectations, whether high or low or medium, whether good or bad, we all have expectations. The biggest problem in our relationship is that we do not communicate our expectations. It is very important. I need to know how is it that she wants to be loved, and she needs to know how is it that I want to be loved. And we go around loving people the way I want to love them without really communicating and understanding how they want to be loved. The only way we can understand that and have a better, loving, healthy relationship with each other is by talking about the expectation. What is expected of me in this relationship? What is expected of you in this relationship? That is the only way we're going to be able to have a healthy relationship. And it's hard because sometimes we believe that, well, who sits around and talks about expectations? Well, you have to do it. Whether you've been married for so many years, whether you're just recently married, whether you're still dating, whatever the case might be, I encourage you and I challenge you actually to talk about expectations, to address expectations in your relationship. You must address expectations. Other than that, we're going to have two people trying to work a relationship, but they both keep missing each other because the expectations have not been communicated, therefore they will not be met. If I do not express the expectations I have in this relationship, my needs will not be met, and vice versa. Her needs will not be met. Does it make sense? I don't want to go on and on because I know it's very simple, but at the same time, it's so simple that most of us don't do it. It's so simple that we miss it. It's so simple that we fail at talking or addressing our expectations with our significant other. So I challenge you today to think about that and start praying about it. Pray about it. Pray about it. And how does it you want? Ask God, how does He want you to move forward in this relationship? Whatever the case might be, whatever situation you might be in a relationship. So I challenge you to start talking about expectations, to address them, to talk about them, to challenge each other, to talk about what are the expectations in each relationship. Once again, thank you for watching. I truly appreciate you watching and tuning in to this channel. Thank you once again. Do not forget to check my website, check the YouTube channel, check the Instagram, and also check the Facebook page. Thank you once again for being here. I truly appreciate you being here. Thank you. Continue to smile. Remember, God loves you.